Hey guys and gals, Von Baden here. With Nightmare Creations. Today we're gonna cover something a little bit different. One of the channels that I follow, and I'll leave a link to his channel in the description, is Much Props on YouTube. And he always gives out free templates with his builds and whatnot. And he had posted about a very generic looking helmet, face mask, whatever you want to call it. I guess more face mask than a helmet. And what he did was he took a basic shape and he put different layers on it and made it kind of look like they were pieces of metal riveted to other metal. And I like that, and he was saying, he would like to see what other people come up with. So I took that and I went in a different direction. I wanted something that was humanoid, but with an element of being for battle and whatnot. And this is what I came up with. Right here. So in his, see if I can get it close enough. In his, this second layer plate wasn't there. It was all one plate, and then I'd cut the pieces out in case I decided to use them, and all of the pieces that he gives in his template. But this was up here on the top of the forehead, and it was kind of riveted. This, all of the black foam here was not on his. It was stuff that I thought would be kind of cool to add, and I'll explain all of that. But his was the gray mask and plates like this, and these kind of went, maybe it was up here or it was underneath the cheekbone or something along them lines. And it was cool, very cool mask. But I wanted to do something that was humanoid with some battle readiness, and kind of make it look like it's been put through some experiments. So what I did was I duplicated this part of the face mask a second time. I stuck it on there, and then I went through, and you can see it glimmering. There is hot glue that I went around, and I didn't want a real clean one. I wanted it kind of lumpy and bumpy. So we'll get to that in a second. But anyways, that's around this part of the face mask. Then these dots, I will end up drilling out holes for, that'll go straight through. So number one, you can breathe in it. And number two, will add to the element that I'm looking for. I may use these parts, I may not, don't know yet. Because I'm just kind of going what looks cool and what looks right for me. Now, the next plan is I am going to take my hot knife and all of that fun stuff that's there, and I'm going to do some burns in here to give it some look of rivets. And the ultimate look is I want it to look like a metal plate was put over this creature's face and then was riveted into his face. This will give off the appearance of a flesh that is kind of been damaged and kind of like lumping up around it. This will be part of, because it's going to be humanoid but not human, this will be actually part of the skin texture. This will have some skin texture. I may take these pieces and cut them and strategically place them here or there or whatever, and do more rivets to where it looks more that this creature was just taken and had experiments done on it to make it a battle thing. So when that's all said and done, what I would like to do is with this is actually take and give it a big fluffy mane of hair that'll go back, so this could be worn as a mask and I won't have to do much as far as strapping and whatnot. I'll just have the hair kind of built onto this to where it'll hold it in place. So and just take it and there we go. Very cool build. His didn't have the different spikes and whatnot, so for that I took I don't even know if this has got a size on it, and survey says it doesn't. Anyways, these dowel rods, square dowel rods, you can get at TNT Cosplay. I will leave a link for them down below. And all I did was just cut it out. I didn't want to have everything all one size. I kind of wanted to look like some of this might have been kind of worn down from battle and damaged. And, you know, he sharpened the points back up while it's screwed onto his face, which is pretty... But anyways, we're not here to talk about that. So what I'm thinking for paint is this. I'm going to do a silver and then kind of grunge it up and do some maybe rusting elements around it. This I'm going to go a total different color, maybe go alienish. I'm not really sure, but I want to do something different than... I want it to definitely look two separate parts. And then this, you know, I'll do a blend of this flesh tone or whatever color I go with this in here, and do a little bit of blood and yuck. So this is the mask. I will leave a link to this video where you can get the template for the basic shape, and then you can go ahead and run off on your own and make your own mask. But a lot of the things that I would like to point out real quick in this before I make my video way too long is when you can't hide something in your builds, it's really good to, instead of hiding it, highlight it. So as you see in this, there is a spot where these pieces come together, and it gives you that curvature. And I could have simply sanded it and then caulked it and, you know, whatnot, and it would have been hidden. But I thought this was also kind of a cool way of hiding the seam lines. There is a seam line on this part too, but it is pretty much like that big. But I wanted to kind of give you guys some things that you could think of to do in your own builds that can be utilized. So this glue down with super glue, and that hides those seam lines. This one down the middle, because it's two pieces here in the center that meet. So very happy with this. I'm gonna continue to work on this and work on the box. We've started to get the sides painted. Working on the front panels of the box. But those take a while to get cut because I've got to cut the templates out, and there's a lot of little intricate cuts. But we're not going to get into that right now. So hopefully you found something interesting and learned how to make something kind of creepy and cool. If this is your first time to the channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. And if you have any comments, questions, leave those down in the comment section down below. And I will see you all on the next video. Thanks. Bye.